Today we're going to talk about the Department 56 All Around the Park installation kit from HappyHolidaysParts.com. We have already removed the base of the unit and also the gear assembly. What you'll need to do is take an X-Acto knife and cut around the base of the unit. I like to leave 2 to 3 inches of space just in case we need to install a base unit back on the unit. We sell them at HappyHolidaysParts.com. Now, here's the gear assembly. You will have to take a Phillips screwdriver and remove it with a Phillips screwdriver from all the screws around the base. This will allow you to remove the unit from the top assembly. There is also a film on the top you will have to remove. Let's get started. Here is the gear assembly. Now, to remove the motor, you'll have to drill the rivets out. I like to use a drill bit that's slightly larger than the rivets. Some people like to drill it from the motor side, which has the metal, and some people like to do it from the plastic side. If you're experienced and don't think you're going to take the drill bit and run it through the plastic, then do it from the plastic side. If not, do it from the motor side. 3 screws. 2 hold the gear assembly on and 1 is for the motor. Unscrew all 3. We have now unscrewed all the gears. The plates pop off and put them aside. Now, here is the plate. Here is the rivets. Now that we have the rivets released, this is the old motor. Put it aside. Now, take a little bit of Windex and just clean up the bottom and the top. This will make sure there's no debris from drilling the rivets out. If you're interested in our kit, it comes with the motor and the hardware and lubricant. HappyHolidaysParts.com. Department 56. Scroll down and you'll find the unit. Now, let's get the motor back on the unit. The new hardware is flush with the plate. That's very important to allow the gears to rotate around the plate. To install the motor, mount it to the back. Take your Phillips and a pair of pliers and tighten the screws back on the unit. Be careful not to over tighten, as this may damage the plastic on the plate. Now that we have the motor back on the plate, we will need to reinstall the gear assembly. There are 3 gears. 1 is for the motor and 2 are for the rotating disc on the plate. Reinstall the gears on the plate. The outer gear, reinstall. Should turn freely. The inner gear, reinstall, and it should turn freely. You will need to install the other 2 gears back on with the screw and the flat washer. Once the assembly is back together, we can go to our final step. Add the lubricant to the 3 gears, as seen on the video. This lubricant comes with a kit. Now, let's finish the installation. Screw down the screws. Do not over tighten, as you do not want to break the standoffs on the plastic base. Let's test the unit. As you can see, the new motor is in and everything is flowing freely. Now that we have everything running smoothly, let's do the final assembly. Check the magnets. Make sure they're on securely. Now, there's a fine film plate on the top. Take a little bit of tape and tape it back to the plate. Grab the base unit. And reapply the plate with the film back on the unit. Screw the centerpiece in, as that will hold the film in place. Use a Phillips screwdriver. Now flip the plate over and install it back in the unit. Align up all the screw holes with the top plate. Now reinsert the screws with a Phillips screwdriver. Do not over tighten, as you will break the mounts on the front plate. Once you have the plate back on the unit, now we need to reattach the cord coming from the plate back onto the motor. I like to use Moretz and heat shrink tubing. Now the unit is back together, and you can see the skaters are moving along. Thank you for watching our video.
Thank you for watching our informative video series at Happy Holidays Parts and Repair, where the love of Christmas is all year round. Thank you for joining us.